Fearlessforge.
Looking for a perfect partner that you can share your life with isn't an easy task, yet it's a pursuit that many embark on with a hopeful heart. You see, women are more complicated creatures than men. Their personalities are covered in layers, and for you to understand them, you must learn to read their nonverbal signs. And their love expression comes in different ways, like showing support to you. But once you're familiar with each of them, you can easily decipher the message she's trying to pass along. So in these videos, we'll show you signs that she's falling for you, but won't admit it. Let's start. Number 1. The body doesn't lie. Guys, this is the first thing you should watch out for. Her body language. Yeah, she might use her mouth to say, "I feel nothing for you," but guess what? Her body is the real storyteller here. It spills the beans on her true feelings. You know, it's like those scenes in movies where the hero doesn't say a word, but you feel the intensity through their actions. That's what her emotional body movement is like. It's on autopilot, revealing the real deal before she even realizes it. And when it comes to love, her body will act before her mind can catch up. As you may have noticed, there are several hormones the body produces when you're in love or emotionally attached to somebody. One of these hormones is dopamine. This hormone is triggered when you meet or think about someone you like. It spurs your excitement, which makes you very eager to be in their presence. That's why when she sees you, she won't know when her body starts to display an attractive gesture that shows how much she craves you. So how does she behave when she's close to you? You need to figure this out. Pay close attention to this anytime she's with you. Find out how her body gestures respond to you, and also how she responds to your body gestures. For instance, you might be discussing with her and your hand brushes on her lap, or you might just hold her hand to tell her something. At that moment, everything will open to you if she feels at ease and comfortable with those touches or holding her hand. Certainly, her body language is passing a great acceptance language to you. So don't be a fool. She's expecting you to make the move. But make no mistake about it, some guys miss it here. Why? Your body language is just as important as hers. Don't just focus on what you're saying, think about how you're saying it. If you're sending out positive vibes through your body, she's more likely to say yes to hanging out, or maybe even more. Like in 500 Days of Summer, in certain scenes, Tom and Summer's body language speak louder than their words. When they're together, subtle gestures and expressions convey a lot about their feelings. Here's the inside scoop. Forget about being Mr. Perfect. Whether you're short, tall, round, or a bit goofy, it doesn't matter. Anyone can master a few cool body language tricks that make someone see them in a whole new light. So next time you're with your crush, remember the secret language of bodies. It might just be the key to turning a friendship into something more exciting. Number 2, she becomes your cheerleader. Life can be tough, you know, and we need someone to encourage us. But you know what else? Many of us have been fortunate to have someone incredibly special in our early lives, our mothers. They're like our number 1 fans and also our friendly critics while we were growing up. But here's the reason. Your mom loves you big time. She takes pleasure in both your accomplishments and your flaws. Now, guess what? Girls do the same thing when they start to fall for you or have fallen for you. For example, in any sports game that you play, she's there at work. She will render her support at every point of your life, especially in your low phase, like when you lose your job, have bad health, have a rough day, etc. She'll even come forward to help you financially, emotionally, or any other possible way. And the height of it, she'll always encourage you to save and not spend too much, even on her. Why? Because she foresees her future together with you. Seriously, put some thought into this. If a girl's always demanding you spend money on her and not even thinking of the future together with you, it's a red flag. However, we're not saying you shouldn't spend on her, but she'll always want you to save rather than always spending everything on her. Think about the movie Crazy Stupid Love. Do you see the genuine connection between the characters that goes beyond just superficial attraction, where someone genuinely cares for you and supports you through thick and thin? And that's exactly how she'll cheer you on and encourage you to reach all of your goals. She wants you to do your best and to be the best version of yourself that you can be. This is her way of helping you along. If a girl's just starting to develop those feelings for you, you're going to notice how subtly she cheers you up. So take your time and carefully consider how supportive she is. If she's exactly like we described, there's a good probability that she secretly loves you but is reluctant to acknowledge it. Number 3, she'll always make time for you alone. There's nothing as comfortable and wonderful as spending time with someone you love or have feelings for. In this age where everybody's running a rat race in their business and family, finding someone who would be there for you is always hard. Even though spending time with friends is enjoyable, one indication that she likes you but is afraid to say so is when she finds excuses to catch you alone, and when she sacrifices her time to be there for you. Take for instance what happened to one of my buddies, Michael. He faced some crisis at work one day and he was given a suspension for a month. He called a friend of his, Joy, telling her he needed someone to talk to due to the crisis he was facing. She told him she was a little busy and wouldn't be able to make it to him. However, in a few minutes there was a knock on Michael's door, and there she was. Oh, and she also brought wine. Can you imagine how great that feels? Here's the truth. No matter how busy she is, a girl who likes you but is too bashful to say will find time for you. She'll make time for you despite conflicts in her job. If you need to take care of anything right now but you're scared that you won't be able to since you can't complete the duties, no matter how busy she is, she will make sure to aid you. Number 4, she lets her guard down around you. Because she values you, respects you, and esteems you highly in her life, one notable sign you'll notice is how she lets you into her private life. So has she ever disclosed some hidden things that happened to her, whether it's what she's facing or health challenges? See, opening up to you and telling you things that she wouldn't tell just anyone is really hard. How? Because it makes her vulnerable with you. But get this, vulnerabilities aren't what we easily show to others because they can be used against us. Let's face it, a woman is capable of so many things. She has her weaknesses, and that's because she's a human first and a lady second. However, when you see that she's showing you her weaknesses, it's quite simple. She secretly has feelings for you. She may be hesitant to share her sentiments with you at first, but for her to open up to you about her worries and concerns proves that she trusts you enough to be herself in all her strengths and weaknesses. That's why in the movie Silver Linings Playbook, the characters face personal challenges and vulnerabilities, but their connection deepens as they open up to each other, turning weaknesses into strengths in their relationship. However, a word of caution, don't ever be like other guys that use her weaknesses and past life to judge her. Such actions depict immaturity. See, if you can't keep someone's secret in life, don't ever think of loving a woman. It'll be a disaster in your relationship. Number 5, she gets all romantic with you. Having a romantic partner is like having someone special who makes you feel warm and loved inside. Now, here's a little secret. If there's a girl who likes you but is a bit shy to say it, she might do some really sweet things to show how she feels. Imagine this. She takes you to a super fancy place for lunch, surprises you with a gift out of the blue, or sends you clothes that make you look extra cool, all without you asking. Well, guess what? That's her way of saying, I really like you, but saying it out loud is a bit tricky for me. So when a girl loves you, it's not just about the big stuff, it's about loving all of you. Everything that makes you, well, you. Even if she doesn't shout it from the rooftops, her actions spill the beans about how she feels. Keep an eye out for these signs, like her letting her guard down for you, cheering you up, and displaying body language that sends a clear message to you. These signs are like a secret language of love she's using to tell you you're super special to me. So feel the warmth and respond appropriately.